I'm Pete Licata, and this is 3 Minutes of Coffee, the segment where I take one element of coffee, try to break it down to you in about 3 minutes, and we'll see how I do today. Today I'm going to be talking to you about distributing espresso using a distribution tool as opposed to manual distribution. If you haven't seen my videos on dose placement and manual distribution yet, please check those out. I think they'll be very relevant to this one. So let's get right into it, and I'm going to demonstrate this with the BT wedge from St. Anthony Industries, although the principles that I'll be talking about apply to pretty much any tool that's out there on the market. First things first, the general use is to dose your coffee as usual, sort of flatten it out, use that distribution tool, spin it around a couple times, it evens out your dose a bit, and then you tamp and finish your preparation just like normal. It's only just adding a step that keeps you from having to use your finger to distribute your coffee. Occasionally there are some problems we come into with these tools, and I'm here to help you figure those out. So the first one is if the tool is set too deep or you have too much coffee in the basket. The first thing you want to do is confirm you have the correct dose of coffee that you are actually intending for your flavor profile. If that's the case, then probably what you need to do is you need to adjust your tool shallower so that it doesn't go quite so deep into the bed of coffee. This will allow it to even that bed out and make a nice level surface when you get finished. The next problem that you usually have is that you have too little coffee in the basket, or the tool is set too shallow, so it doesn't fully distribute the coffee as you see here. In this case, you obviously want to adjust your tool to be a little bit deeper so that it hits the entire bed of the coffee and spreads it around. This could also be an issue with not having enough coffee to begin with, or the dose being a little bit inconsistent and needing to be distributed better. The next thing, obviously, if you have an uneven placement of coffee, you have an uneven amount of coffee throughout the portafilter, when you spin it around, you're going to have some issues. And the one way you can look at this before you would tamp is to actually just do that finger poke test that I told you about before. You can start to see that there are high density and low density spots within that puck. This is shown that you have not placed the coffee or manipulated it in a way that it is now even in the basket. Make sure that it's even and leveled as much as possible before you use that tool. That's going to help you have a really even extraction overall. This tool, while it helps with your distribution, it doesn't solve a problem of something that was fundamentally flawed, especially where the tool doesn't actually physically touch the coffee. So make sure that it's nice and level. One last note with these tools is that it does compress the coffee a little bit, but it does not tamp the coffee for you. You still need to tamp to create a firm surface for the water to hit. It will help prevent channels, and it will also improve the flavor by slowing down the water flow and allowing a better extraction. Some people think they can skip tamping, and it actually doesn't work that way, so remember to do that. I hope this has been helpful for you. This has been 3 Minutes of Coffee. I'm Pete Licata. Thanks for joining me.